Hello children, welcome to St. Thomas School. I Shilpa Sharma. Today we are going to learn in English literature Unit 2 Flying Together. Let's read about trees and plants first. Plants are available in different shapes and size. We have 5 types of plants. For example, trees, shrubs, herbs, climber and creepers. So now we are going to learn a little bit information about these 5 types of plants. First, trees. As you can see, I put up 5 or 6 pictures of different kind of trees. First is palm tree and another one is coconut tree. These kind of trees has no leaves, no branches, they have only leaves. So palm tree and coconut tree have not branches. Then another picture you can see there is apple tree, then another one is oak tree, mango tree and banyan tree. These kind of trees are very heavy, in the sense very strong, having so many branches, very leafy, and they live so many years. We can use their leaves, we can use their fruit, we can use their flowers. So these trees are very useful for human being. Another one, shrubs. Shrubs have many branches and they grow near to the ground. Like trees are very high, but shrubs they are not high, they grow near to the ground only. The stems is woody and thin and doesn't have main trunk. Tree has trunk but shrub has not. They are smaller than tree, and examples are given: cotton plant, rose plant and mums plant. Now another one is herbs. Herbs are very useful plant, as we can say, but they are very small, very thin, and their stems are very green in color and very soft. They live only few months. They cannot survive after 2-3 months. And these herbs are, I put up a picture of healing herbs as you can use in your basic life, in your routine life: basil, oregano, sage, mint, parsley, lavender, rosemary, thyme. These all kind of herbs are very useful for a human being and very nice for use. Mint is also there, as you know very well. Another one is climber. Climbers are grow along with ground. They cannot stand because their stems are very weak. They need a support to grow. For example, grapevine, pea and money plant, as you can see in this picture, they required a support to grow. Another one is creepers. Creeper grow along ground. They cannot stand. They grow on a ground only. They cannot stand also. With any support also we cannot give. If we give a support to them, then also they cannot stand. Okay. And for examples are pumpkin and watermelons. Some plants are very harmful. Rest plants we have studied, they are very much useful for human being and for other kind of plants also. But these plants are very harmful. Okay. First picture is the plant of Clenodium, and this is the oxide, and it reduces a kind of poison that can cause redness, swelling, pain in the eyes. So very harmful for human being. Another which we are using and putting in our home, these are indoor plants. But if you are not aware, these plants are very harmful. They also give us a certain kind of poison. Okay. House plants are a common element in house decor. Beautiful indoor plants add a visual interest and greenery to our home. And and it is very relaxing to our eyes, but this does not mean you can decor with just a beautiful plant. So many indoor plants are dangerous for smell and children and pet also. They can give us a swelling, allergy, or a redness, so sort of kind of things. When you break into two pieces, you can see a liquid coming out from that plant, and that liquid is a certain kind of poison, and it is not safe. Before you put any kind of plant inside your house, take information about it, and that is very important. So let's start with our reading part. Flying together. Deep in a forest stood a very tall tree, its leafy branches spread out like a strong arms. So this tree was in the deep forest, in the sense middle in the forest, or maybe some inside, and it was very tall, it was very leafy, and branches were out like a strong arms. Usually trees are strong and there are so many branches, so same with this tree. This tree was the home of a flock of wild geese. There was a flock of wild geese, those are living on this tree. They felt safe there. One of the geese was a wise old bird. Why they felt very safe? Because first of all, that tree was in the deep forest. It was very tall and it was very strong and leafy. They can hide themselves very nicely in that tree. That is why they felt very safe. And there was a one wise old bird. What is the meaning of wise? Having or showing experience and having a knowledge about. Old bird means having experience. Okay. He noticed a small creeper at the foot of the tree. That wise old bird, he noticed a small creeper at the foot of the tree, means near that, belongs to that, along with that tree. And I already informed you what is creeper. He spoke to the other birds about it. He felt okay, he's supposed to talk about this to the other birds. He started talking about, do you see that creeper? He said to them. Let us destroy it. That wise old bird gave them advice that they supposed to destroy it. Why must we destroy it? Asked the geese in surprise. Because they felt this is a very small creeper and there is no harm. So they were so surprised why this wise old bird is asking us to destroy it. It is so small. What harm can it do, my friends? Replied the wise old bird. That little creeper will soon grow. As it creeps up this tree, it will become thick and strong. That geese asked to that bird why we need to destroy. It is very small, harmless. We are not supposed to destroy. But that wise old bird replied, soon it will be grow and it will become thick and strong. What of that? Asked that geese. What harm can a creeper do us? They were so much confused. This small creeper, how it can be a harmful? Don't you see? Replied the wise bird. With the help of that creeper, it will be possible for someone to climb this tree. A hunter can up and kill us all. Okay, that a wise old bird said, okay, if this creeper will be strong, then anyone can climb up and they can kill us. And those are killing, that person's called hunter. And destroy means and the existence of something. You have to write these both meanings, wise and destroy, in your notebook with another new words. As you can see in this picture, there is a one creeper along with a tree. Well, there's no hurry, they replied. The creeper is very small. It would be a pity to destroy it now. When that wise old bird asked and gave an advice to them, to destroy, they said, "Okay, we are not in hurry. This creeper is very small, and it would be pity." What is the meaning of pity? Feel sorrow for regret or disappointment. They felt sorrow for that creeper because that creeper was so small. So that is why they were not agree to destroying. Destroy the creeper while it is still young, the wise old bird advised. Now it is tender and you can cut it easily. What is the meaning of tender? Easy to cut or chew. According to this chapter, we will take easy to cut because this creeper was so small and so young. So it was very easy to cut down and they can complete their work or task on time. Let it will become hard and you will not be able to cut it. That bird said, if it will become hard and strong, then we are not able to cut down it. We will see, answered the birds, but they did not destroy the creeper. They said, we will see what will happen, and they did not destroy that creeper. They forgot the wise old bird's advice. As the creeper grew, it began winding its way up the tree. After some time, they forgot the advice which was given by that wise old bird, and that creeper became very grew and wending its way up to the tree, round and round up. Strong and strong it became until it was as strong as a thick rope. They didn't take the advice, and that creeper became strong like a rope, like a thick rope. One morning, when the geese had gone out in search of food, a hunter came to the forest. When they went for a search of food, one hunter came to the forest. So this is where the wild geese live, he said to himself. That hunter was talking to himself only. This is the place where geese live. When they come back in the evening, I shall catch them. The hunter climbed up the tree with the help of Creeper. He got to the top. Because that creeper became so strong and so thick like a rope, that hunter took help of that creeper and he climbed up on the top where that geese used to live and spread his nest there. Then he climbed down and went away. After reaching on the top, he spread his net over there because he wanted to catch that geese. And again he climbed down and went away. He went his place or home. In the evening, the geese returned home. They did not notice the net. As they flew into the tree, they were trapped. They struggled hard to get out, but could not. When the geese came to the house in the nest, they did not notice that there is a net. That net was spread by the hunter, and they trapped in that net. But they struggled so hard to get out, but they couldn't. Help! Help! Cried the geese. We are caught in the hunter's net. Oh, what shall we do? They were shouting, help, help. And they, because they caught in the net. And then they started thinking, what shall we do now? Don't make a fuss now. said the wise old bird. First, in the sense, a show of anger or worry on an extreme level. You have to write this meaning, okay? Long ago, I told you to destroy the creeper, but you did not. Now see what has happened. Tomorrow morning, the hunter will come back and kill us all. When they started making a sorrow and they were showing their anger that they trapped, that time that a bird said, that long time ago I told you to destroy and you refused. Now next morning when hunter will come and he is going to kill us all. Tomorrow morning the hunter will come and kill us all. We were foolish, wept the birds. We are very sorry. We did not listen to you. Please tell us what to do. Now they realized what they did and they said sorry to that bird and they asked an advice to him. Then listen carefully, replied the wise bird. When the hunter comes, you must all pretend to be dead. Just lie still. The hunter will not want dead birds. He will throw us to the ground. It will then be easy for him to climb down, collect the dead birds and take. Now what advice that a wise bird gave? You have to be pretend like you all are dead. You have to be still. Still in the sense no movement. There should be no movement. Okay, and because that hunter will not take that dead birds, that is why he gave such an advice them home. When the last of us has been thrown down, we must quickly get up and fly away. He said, when the hunter will throw us all and when last bird will come out, then we will fly. In the morning the hunter came to tree and climbed up. He looked at the geese in the nest. They are all dead, he muttered to himself. He threw them out of the net one by one. The birds lay still until the last one had been thrown down. Then all at once they got up, flapped their wings, and flew away. They did exactly what that bird advised them. They pretended to be dead and they waited till the last bird. As soon as they saw that last bird came, they started flapping in the sense wings. They started flapping ups and down, starting their wings ups and down, and they flew away. The hunter was taken by surprise from the top of the tree. He watched all the geese fly away. Now, what is the advice given by that wise bird? They all agreed, they did exactly. And what we learn from this chapter, we have to complete our task or our work at a time. We should not waste our time and we should not wait till the next. Okay,